So, so when we really talk about this area, the other important thing that I see is you talk about a concept called secondhand anxiety, right? And right. So, can you walk me through what's secondhand anxiety, and does that play a very important barrier or a bottleneck when you really want to do spontaneous communication?
So let me take a step back and say most people are nervous in communication, period, but their anxiety goes up even more when they're spontaneous. So anxiety looms large in communication. Secondhand anxiety is something I talk about with my tongue in my cheek. I'm making a joke about secondhand smoke, right? So secondhand anxiety is where my nervousness as a communicator, my unease, makes you as my audience member feel nervous and anxious as well. I challenge you and everyone in your audience to think about a time you've seen a nervous speaker present. How do you feel? You typically feel very uncomfortable, very, anxious on their behalf. The problem with this, while this is a great example of empathy, the problem is when I make you nervous because of my nervousness, you are no longer paying full attention to what I'm saying because you're having your own experience. So my anxiety gets in the way of you learning from me, paying attention to me, remembering what I'm saying. In essence, I'm distracting you. So I, as the communicator, need to work on reducing my anxiety, or at least the signs of my anxiety, so that you see me as more confident and therefore are able to pay attention to me without distraction. So secondhand anxiety really points out that whenever you communicate, you are not just communicating your information, you are communicating your emotional state. And that emotional state can have a positive impact, but it could also have a negative impact. And we want to work to reduce the negative impact it can have.